In this climate, you don't have any emergency funds saved up. Hi guys, in this video, I'm going to go through why it's very important and why you should save up emergency funds, and also let you guys know certain steps that you can take that you can easily generate or save up emergency funds that would really help you out in an emergency. So if this is your thing and this is the kind of content that you like to see, basically about finance, personal finance, investment, properties, and also cars, then go ahead, subscribe, hit that notification bell because there'll be more content coming out just like this. And if you're already subscribed, welcome back. And without further ado, let's get into it. I'll start with a story. So a man is just driving along the road with his wife, right? Maybe taking her out for something nice to eat. So along the way, he hits a puncture, right? So he hits a nail or a pothole or something, as we already know. A lot of roads that are not very well built. So he hits a puncture, instant flat tire. Could have possibly hit it with two tires. So what does he have to do? He has to go and say, okay, well, I need to call up a tow truck, all of that. Basically get my car moved from here to the garage. So he gets there and the mechanic looks at it and says, you know what, this is gonna cost maybe $500, right? So $500, you can get your car, you can get your tires replaced, all of that. And it's like, okay, that's cool. You know, I just got paid maybe $2,000. I just got paid and I've got some money that $500 I can give that way. That's cool. So then he gets a call saying that, okay, maybe somebody, family member or his kid or something had to go to the hospital. Maybe he or she fell at school, all of that. So then he's got hospital bills. Before you know it, all of these could mount up to possibly $1,700 with everything or even more. He has no emergency funds. He looks and says, rah, I need to pay all of this $2,000, so I'm starting from scratch again. That in essence is what's called emergency, right? And that's what you need emergency funds for, things that could cover a rainy day, because eventually it's going to rain. Sometimes it rains more than the sun is out, if you understand what I'm saying. Especially if you're on the way to wanting to be financially independent, wanting to invest, wanting to basically live a comfortable life. I mean, you don't need to be a millionaire to live a comfortable life, but live a fairly comfortable life. You need to start off with your emergency fund. So with that story in mind, that his $2,000 that just got paid is gone. So there's nothing worse than having to spend money on liabilities, things that don't make you happy. You know, so going out would have made him happy, but he had to spend it on his car, etc. And he needs his car for his work. Imagine he had now had maybe $2,000 or even $500 in emergency fund. He would have been able to say, you know what, let me take that $2,000 from emergency fund and then pay for all these things, get all these things done. And then you would have been able to still go out and do all that stuff. And yeah, it's a heavy blow, but it doesn't seem worse because the money is already sitting there. That's why it's very important to have emergency funds. So how do you go about getting an emergency fund, saving up for an emergency fund, and basically, as we don't know what kind of emergencies we're going to hit further down the road. So what are good values to have in your bank just sitting there for in case ish happens, in case it's a rainy day? You know, you need to have that umbrella, and that funds that you have in your account acts as that umbrella that you're going to need in those rainy days, if you understand. The way I do it is a percentage based, and I got this through my time learning about investments, getting involved in investments, getting involved in sort of going on a path to financial freedom, you know, and basically being able to manage my money, etc. You know, that's something they don't teach you at school. So that's why you're on here on my video trying to learn all that. But yeah, that's good. Welcome. But anyway, so percentage based, right? So the way I go about it is, let's say I get paid salary, investments, dividends, whatever, I get money. Before I do anything, I put a percentage of that as my emergency fund. And then the other percentages I do for other things, which will come later in videos. And comment below if that's something you would like to see. But anyway, so the percentage that I have as a rainy day, to be honest, is around 30% of the money I make. So the money I get from my salary, the money I get from trading, the money I get from investments, anything or even properties, take out 30% of that and put it in my emergency fund straight away. You know, like without even doing anything. This is even before I pay bills. If you make, let's say, $2,000 a month in salary, right? Your lifestyle, everything would be linked to that $2,000. If you make $10,000 a month, your lifestyle again will be linked to that $10,000. Let's say you're getting that $2,000 a month, that 30% of that would be, say, $600, right? You take $600 straight away, put it in your emergency fund. What you're left with, 70%, should be enough to cover your bills, cover other things, your lifestyle and stuff like that. If it's not enough, then you need to reevaluate your lifestyle straight up. Or you need to evaluate what you're doing. You're overspending, and you're never going to become financially independent if you're overspending. So if you're doing that month by month, let's say this month you've got $600, next month you've got $1,200, and that all adds up, right? By the end of the year, you've saved up $7,200, right? That's it. You've got that in your emergency fund, and imagine you go the whole year, because obviously emergencies don't always happen. It won't be called an emergency if it always happens, right? It'll be a regular occurrence. So emergencies don't always happen. So imagine out of the year, out of that $7,200 that you'd have saved up, imagine now you only had to spend, let's say, $3,000 out of the whole year for emergencies. You're left with $4,200, and that's a lot. So the next year you do it again and again. Now you can even say, you know what, since I had a good year and I've got money left over, I'm going to take some of that money, maybe treat myself, or treat my family, treat my kids, treat my wife, whatever, treat my boyfriend, husband, whatever you want to do. You have money left over. For me anyway, it's a good way to have to build up emergency fund, and it's something that you definitely need to do, or at least try that little amounts, whatever you could put away, just to make sure that, yeah, you have that rainy day covered. So if you enjoyed this video and this is your kind of thing, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and also comment below. Let me know your thoughts. Is that something that you're doing, putting away emergency cash, or is that something you've not already done but you're thinking about doing, and maybe this video has helped you, give you some ideas? Or is there something that you want me to talk about, etc.? Let me know in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up. Helps with the algo, helps the video get out to like-minded people like yourself, and I'll be coming out with more content like this. Also helps me know that this is the kind of content that you want to see, and I'll definitely continue bringing out more content like this. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.